You know what's crazy? All the clothes I have in my house. And I only have 7 children. It's not even that many. Why am I drowning in clothes of every single size? Hello, I'm Danielle, a homeschooling mother of 7, and I'm here to talk to you about decluttering your children's clothes. This is a big thing for me. The overabundance of clothes, the fact that my children cannot find the things that they actually need. We're all at different places. What is appealing is having less stuff to me. I want to go in that direction, not in the direction of being a minimalist, but I do want to go in the direction of eliminating the clutter that actually gives me stress, not having to have so much stuff. I'm just going to go through a list of how to go about decluttering your children's clothes. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the youngest child. I'm going to start with my 2-year-old. These are things to consider. If you know that you are holding on to clothes because you are planning on having additional children, then you're going to come at it with that perspective. So get your bags or your bins. And for me, this is going to be a giveaway pile and a throwaway pile. Pretty simple. Now, I might separate the giveaway pile into donations to a Goodwill and clothes that I think my sisters or my friends might like. I have 4 sisters who have all been in their childbearing years right along with me. And so we have a massive amount of clothes that are continually being shared and donated to each other. We have so much collectively that everyone's like, no more clothes. No more clothes. If you have clothes that are in great shape and you would like to try and sell them and get some money for them, a great way to do it is to go on the Facebook Marketplace, list your clothes, and to sell them in bags, like 6 to 12 months or 12 months to 2T. So you're not getting a ton of money for them, but you're also doing it in a really fast and efficient way. And I do want to give you permission to linger over some of the clothes that you know you have loved and you have shared memories with your kids. I had a daughter and then I have 5 sons consecutively. So I never had to throw anything away or give anything away for a while because it was just going down to the next boy. But then I had a daughter and she's 2, and I saved a very small amount of clothes from my oldest daughter. So my little 2-year-old has been wearing these clothes that my oldest daughter wore. And there's something emotional about that. Hold them, say goodbye, whatever, just have that moment, but then recognize they're just clothes. So we're starting with our youngest child. Second thing is I want you to determine what kind of stuff you want to keep and how much. Now we're all at different places and you might want 20 outfits for every child. Now I would like to get less than that. I want to have about 10 outfits for every child. Probably less pants and more t-shirts, probably less sweaters, a lot of underwear, all the socks I can manage because we're always short on socks. So you get what I mean. How much is the right amount for you? If you haven't defined that for you, it'll be really easy to just keep everything. But if you know, okay, I want to have about this much and no more, it will be easier to be a little bit more aggressive in the stuff that you actually set aside because you have enough. So this is my daughter's dresser right behind me. I got it at a thrift store, because I don't buy anything new. Let me tell you something, it's pretty much full of her stuff. Because I do get a ton of hand-me-downs, I have a space in this closet specifically. It's actually another dresser in there, and I keep all my rotation clothes in there. Probably about once or twice a year, I just kind of peek through the drawers and see who is fitting what and do I need more clothes here. I think we all know that it's the practical element of action that is always where we have the breakdown. I literally will watch a dozen YouTube inspirational decluttering videos and then when it comes down to it, I'm like, but it's so hard, but it's so much. So the big thing is just starting, and that's why I'm saying pick your youngest child and just start one child. Don't get overwhelmed. Do try to have as much of the laundry done for the child that you're decluttering so that you don't have to do it twice. You have as much of the laundry as possible and you're just going to go through and you're going to say goodbye to a whole bunch of stuff. Anytime you can stash seasonal clothing and so it's not all in the area that your children are always pulling from, that's great because then there's less stress and the kids can actually find stuff easily. If you live somewhere where you have the seasons like I do, sometimes it gets down to 0, not very often, 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and then sometimes it gets up to 90 degrees. So I have to have winter clothing and summer clothing. I also have a bin of pajamas that are just Christmas pajamas. So instead of keeping those Christmas pajamas in the kids' drawers, I just box them all up in a bin, and so then every Christmas, like in November, I pull out the Christmas bin and see who fits what. I want to be able to find outfits for my kids easily, and I want them to be able to easily dress themselves. Oh, that's another thing. I do have bins that are up high, not too high, but up on the shelves, and those bins have dress shirts and dress pants. And this is because we usually only wear those clothes on Sunday for church, and then if we have a nice event, like a wedding or something that we're going to as a family, I like to keep all their play clothes and regular wear, their pajamas, all in their bins so they can easily put it away. They can easily manage it. I am in the process of teaching them how to do laundry. I'm in the process of teaching them how to clean up after themselves, clean up their rooms, put away their clothes, recognize when their clothes are dirty so they can bring it into the laundry room. All that stuff. And that is a process. It's like an 18-year journey for each of my children. So I'm going to start with pulling out all the clothes and just see what I have in these drawers. What is this? As you can see, this is a mound. I'm already feeling overwhelmed. But seriously, don't feel overwhelmed by it. This is why we're doing it, so that I don't have this feeling of overwhelm every time I look in her dresser. All right, so I'm going to start with pajamas and everything that goes in the top drawer. It's great when the winter comes to then go through all of your summer clothes and just at that time know that these aren't going to last until the next spring hits or the summer, so you can just get rid of them at the beginning of the winter. I ended up with about 8 pairs of pants. So that includes jeans, slacks, and just regular leggings. That's the giveaway pile, and then that's the throwaway pile. As you can see, the throwaway pile is all really light. They got super stained. So I ended up with a whole drawer that is empty. To me, that means I was very successful. Get these clothes out of the house before the kids wake up and see them, because they have sentimental value to somebody. So if you're getting rid of them, you're giving them away, get them out, put them in the car, wrap them in a bag that they can't see through. Decluttering is a journey. We need to just get into that mindset that if I just do a little bit of decluttering today, it makes it easier to declutter tomorrow. I'm really curious to know the number of outfits you choose to keep for each child, because I'm really new to diminishing my children's wardrobe. It's as if we always have an influx of clothes coming in. It's a huge blessing. And I always tell them, you guys are so blessed. That's why we have so many clothes. And then I tell them, now we can be a blessing to someone else and give them what we don't need. The excess, the overflow. Start one child at a time and don't do it all in one day. This is going to take me forever.